tell me about the Pro plan.
Based on the provided context, the Pro plan costs $25 a month and offers unlimited storage, advanced analytics, and priority support.
We're going to build a voice and text-based chatbot today. The voice API that we will use is a browser's speech API, which is free, so you don't need to pay for any tokens. This project is more than just a single application. It is a step-by-step journey that demonstrates evolution of a simple chatbot into a sophisticated AI agent. Each lab introduces a new critical concept building upon the last. Let's walk through the evolution. Lab 1, the foundation, a simple text chatbot. First lab lays the groundwork for everything that follows. It establishes the core client-server architecture. It has got a front end which is served via the static Nginx web server. And we have a widget.html which is acting as a placeholder web page. And in this web page, we are embedding our chatbot. Clicking on it, it opens the chat interface. And here, whatever we type, it will just echo back so that we test the client and server interaction. Front end works with JavaScript and the back end is Python. And the key takeaway is this establishes basic front end back end communication that all future labs will rely on. If you quickly look at the lab 1 code, we have the main.py, which has got a simple agent response, which just echoes back whatever we say. That is it. So this chat endpoint is what is calling the agent response. That is it. We are not going into the details of it. The code is given in the description. Very simple echo chatbot. Let's cd into lab 2, Docker Compose up, build. So let's refresh the page. So this is the lab 2 interface. It looks similar, right? There is no visible difference. But if you click on the chat system, do you see this? Do you see this? That is the audio input. It can speak, it can understand what we speak, and it can also speak back. Let me click on it. I am Sri.
I couldn't find specific info in my database, but you asked. I am Sri.
See, it's echoing back, saying that it couldn't find anything about it. What is 2 plus 2?
I couldn't find specific info in my database, but you asked. What is 2 plus 2?
See this? So that is the audio input and it is speaking back. So this works using browser's web speech API. Speech to text, when the user clicks the microphone, the browser listens, transcribes their speech into text and send that to the backend. And it also has text to speech. If the message was initiated by voice, the front end uses the API to speak the backend's text response aloud. And backend is similar, but slightly modified to recognize a voice mode flag from the front end, but its core logic remains a simple echo. The key takeaway is this demonstrates how to create a multi-modal text and voice user interface using standard browser API. So if you see the folder, we will quickly see the backend change. Backend, there is no change. In the widget.html of the front end, we have the speech recognition section. It transcribes what we speak and it sends it to the backend here. And it also has speak text function, which speaks the response received from the backend. That is it. You can just copy and play with this. The code is given in the description. So in lab 3, we will integrate LLM. So that's instead of simply echoing back whatever we say, we will pass our query to LLM and get the response back from the LLM. So here, let's ask, what is 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2 is 4.
See this? We can also type and ask. So it accepts speech input and text input. Okay, we have the answer. So there is no change in the front end. Backend, instead of echoing the user's message, it now makes a call to Google Gemini API. It takes the user's question, it sends that question to the Gemini model. It receives the generated text response from the LLM. It forwards this intelligent response back to the front end. So the chatbot is no longer scripted or simplistic. It can now understand and generate human-like text on a wide variety of topics. So welcome to Lab 4, where we add RAG, our own knowledge. So if you look at our backend, we have a sample underscore knowledge kb.text. So let's ask something from the knowledge base. We have covered extensively vector database in our previous videos. We want to keep this as just a demo video. So we will ask what is the standard plan. This is from the knowledge base. These are tiny practical examples on how to implement these mechanisms into your AI chatbot. If you want to know how this works in Gemini, we published a video 2 days back using Google Colab Notebook on how we chunk the knowledge base and convert it into embeddings and how we do similarity search. See here, based on the provided standard plan includes 10 GB of storage. Let's ask something else. Tell me about the Pro plan.
Based on the provided context, the Pro plan costs $25 a month and offers unlimited storage, advanced analytics, and priority support.
So to summarize, while the LLM is intelligent, it does not know about our private or specific data. So this Lab 4 solves this by implementing Retrieval Augmented Generation or RAG, giving the chatbot a long-term memory. So we have a /ingest endpoint using which we can add knowledge to the knowledge base. If you look at the main.py, we have the /ingest endpoint which reads the file that we upload, and it will first do a recursive character text splitter. That is the strategy for chunking used here. And it converts this into embeddings, and it stores into our Qdrant vector store. And in the chat interface, we first do a similarity search on the query that we pass and include that in the context here, so that the prompt will include our query as well as the context to get appropriate response. So here we say answer the user's question based on the provided context. This is a very short build your own chatbot demo, and the link to the code is given in the description. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you again in another video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Your support really helps. Have ideas or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Let's build together. At Shogini, we offer expert NoCodeMake.com and Python AI automation consulting with ready-to-use modules to jumpstart your projects. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.